What's happening, everybody? Bone here with Real Breaks. We are ready to get into a little Bowman for the night. 2022 Bowman Hobby. I have two cases in front of me here. Gonna need something to pick left or right, and then we'll get started. As we're waiting for somebody to do that, I'm gonna run the random for our 2022 Panini Chronicles Draft Picks Football Random. So let me switch over to my computer window. What's happening, Katie? Bradley started us off in the 1 spot, down through Rodney, closed out in the 7. We got Niners down through Washington. Here, go. Dice roll 4 higher. 6. Almost said 7. 6 rounds. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Jim on top with the Niners, down through Victor with the team. And there you guys have it. There's your assignments for that one. I'll get you copied and pasted over to the break thread. Any trades or transactions, please make sure to send me a PM on that. And then we will be live with that right around 11:30 p.m. Central Time, that is. Grab the verification code. And there we go. All done. So I see a left was the first one claimed. So we are going left case on this one. Thank you, Samuel. And now all that's left to do is for you guys to say hello when you drop in the chat and let me know who's all here with us. Get this moved back over, as well as my chat. Alright, let's get into it. The shippers and the sorters stole all of my spacers again. So we're going to use sticky notes to not put the cards down on the table. Give them that nice little soft buffer surface. Not going to put them on the sticky side, so there you go. What's happening, Craig? Hey there, Dan. Good to see you guys. So there is that. Like I said, handy dandy sticky notes get the job done. Yes, they do. Just as good as spacers. Yeah, you betcha, my friend. No problem. Now all we gotta do is hit something for you in those 2 spots there, bud. Let's get you something nice. Brian's here. What's happening, buddy? Always exciting to rip a little Bowman. See what kind of goodies we can find. It should be in my job title or job description, shouldn't it be? Unfortunately, it is not. Plus, I don't know if you guys would like me having a beer while I'm doing this. Probably wouldn't be the greatest thing in the world. But that's why I'm doing the ripping. You guys are chillaxing and enjoying the night, which is perfect. And beer sounds good, actually. BRB. I gotta wait until tomorrow for that for me. Going to hang out with a couple high school buds tomorrow. A little cookout for the 4th of July, since I'll be actually working on the 4th of July. So I gotta do my holiday stuff on the weekend, which is a-okay. Alrighty, here we go. Let's have some fun, my friends. Good luck to each and every one of you. That side usually has our auto. Let me start with this one. We'll see. Kind of gonna breeze through our paper. There's an LE base for the Reds. Got to get my Motion down. Been a few days since I ripped Bowman. Ketel Marte out of 399. Been a few days. I think since Sunday since I ripped Bowman. Monday. From high school. They are quite grown up now. Most of them have kids, so most of them have the kids. I'm not sure how many are gonna bring along their kids. Samad Taylor for the Blue Jays. I do not have children of my own, so it will be Rachel and myself will be going down there. Khalil Watson Invicta. Looks like I might have been right with my call that the auto was going to be on the other side. I'm way too old to be hanging out with high school kids. I'm 15 years removed from high school now. Oh my gosh, I'm old. Pete Crow Armstrong got a 199. I think we got orange straight away. Orange auto. Not auto. Shane Baz. There's a little something on that card there. I don't know if it's, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. I am not going to touch it, but it looks like something you could just wipe off with like a microfiber. Something along those lines. Shane Baz out of 25 for the Rays going to Kenzo. I thought that was going to be our auto. By the way, I totally called 6 oranges in this case, so good to get the first one down and out of the way early. That was my bold prediction. Is that gold? Leover Peguero, 4 out of 50 for the Pittsburgh Pirates going to Dan. And Martin Jimenez, 394 out of 499 refractor auto. First auto of the break. Nice first box. The Blue Jays going to Andrew. Start the Martin Jimenez up in the mitt. And there we go. First box in the... Oh, no, it's not the first box in the books. We got the rest of my other stack. Almost forgot all about it. A little bit more to go. You do see a Ray. Shane Baz. Out of 25 there for you, buddy. So I mentioned it when we pulled the card. There was a little black streak on the card. It looks like you can like take like a microfiber rag to it or something like that and just wipe it off, but you can see it's right there. So, not sure what it is, but it looks like it will come off pretty easily. I don't have one here, and I don't think that you'd appreciate me trying to get that off with my thumb. So I'll let you clean that off when you get that one. I've seen smudges like that before. I'm not sure what they're from. I'm sure it's from something in the manufacturing process of the whole thing, but I don't know what it's from. So how many people have already finished Stranger Things that are watching? So 2 episodes dropped last night at 2 a.m. Central Time. I totally stayed up until 6 o'clock this morning watching all 4 hours of it. And it was absolutely incredible. And I can't wait for season 5 now. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to keep it vague and not do any spoilers, obviously. Because there's nothing worse than somebody that spoils something for you. box 2. Brennan Davis out of 75. 18 out of 75 for the Cubbies. Going to Brian. Atomic Cooper Kinney for the Rays. Trey Sweeney for the Yankees. You know what this means, Brian? There's going to be a yellow James Triantos redemption coming. I've heard that's what that means if you pull a yellow Brennan Davis. It means there's a James Triantos yellow coming. I don't know if that's true, but I like to think it is. Yuenski Noel out of 399. Dude's hitting bombs right now. Adam Macko going to the Mariners. Tom buys the first round anyways, and the second, and the third. The Mariners are going to Eric. Nice Noel out of 399. 329 out of 399. Yuenski Noel. Marcelo Mayer out of 250 for the Red Sox. I said Chris. Been watching Deadliest Catch from the start. There you go. I got to meet one of the captains from Deadliest Catch. I went to a safety conference. I used to be the safety manager at my last job, which is kind of funny since I've totally cut myself a couple times on camera here with the knife. But yes, I used to be in charge of safety, and one of the captains from Deadliest Catch was the keynote speaker for one of the days. So I totally got to chat with him for a little while. I can't remember what his name is. Mustache, wears a hat, which is probably like most of the guys on that show out at sea. You have a mustache and a hat. Can't recall exactly what his name was, though. Let's go to number 3. So what I've heard from a lot of people with Stranger Things is it really takes off after the first season. You know, that once you get through the first season and you know, get into the second, that's when like you really get hooked. That's when you really get hooked. Season 3 and 4 were unbelievable. I caught myself last night. Me and my buddies, we were playing some computer games last night, and at 2 o'clock we all signed off. Went to watch Stranger Things. Within 3 minutes, we all finished the show. My buddy texted me at 6:08. My other one texted me at 6:10, and I responded back at 6:11 a.m. And we're all freaking out over text messages. One of my friends messaged me. He's just like, "Dude, I was shaking during the last episode." I said, "I've caught myself clenching my fist so hard that my fingers got numb." Oh, Craig, wasn't that scene awesome? Eddie's the man. Katie, do you watch like Gold Rush or anything like that? It's kind of along the same lines. You haven't watched it yet, Brian? Ooh. Ooh. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it, bud. There's a James Wood for the Padres. We went to a Brewers baseball game. Was it opening day? Yeah, it was opening day at Miller Park. It was me and my dad and two of my brothers. And Cruzy was out tailgate, and he was like right next to us. So yeah, one of the guys from Gold Rush is a big Brewers fan. And he was at the game. My silly dad. Okay, so my dad is shoot, how old is my dad now? 68 years old, I think my dad is. 68 or 69. But my dad walks up to Cruzy and starts talking to him. He's just like, yeah, I got a lot of experience running a front end loader and all that kind of stuff. I was kind of thinking about seeing if you guys needed any help up there. And Cruzy's like, yeah, we could probably use your help, but you're retired, aren't you? And my dad's like, yeah. He's like, Cruzy just goes, stay retired, man. You don't want to come up and do what we do. He like crushed my dad's dreams right there. And I'm like, Dad, like, you've seen the show. You couldn't keep up. I'm sorry. I could too. I just gotta drive the loader. I'm like, Dad, enjoy retirement. Oh, not so bad. Good, and you? Happy Bobby Bonilla Day! 11 out of 50, Miguel Cabrera. Is that a gold shimmer auto coming? I think it is. You betcha it is. How about a Matt Frazier, 39 out of 50? Matt Frazier, gold shimmer auto. Awesome hit, Pittsburgh, to Dan Desco. Nice hit, Dan. Oh, not so bad. Oh, not so bad. Rodolfo Nolasco out of 499. The color is definitely popping, Reed. Definitely popping. Needs to continue to pop. In my teaser post today, I predicted 6 oranges. I predicted 6 oranges. We're at 1 right now. But we're only through 3. Hit 1 in the next box. We're right on track. We hit 1 in the next box. Moving on to 4. They're like Pringles sometimes. Your hand gets stuck when you're reaching into the bottom of the tube to try to get the last one. Or they're delicious. You got Detroit. You betcha. You betcha you get that, Miggy. Yeah, so Miggy and the Tigers are going to John. So the only things that ship for the paper base are everything that is not a chrome a parallel, or an auto. So, yep, you do get that Miggy paper. Once you pop, you can't stop. Ooh, I like that. I like that. That's a very strange pack opening right there. Okay. Box 4. Let's see. Let's pop another one then. 'Cause I don't want to stop. Love Pringles. It's been a long time since I had some Pringles. Should we run to the gas station, grab some Pringles now? And eat the whole can. The honey mustard are my favorite. Oswaldo Cabrera, atomic for the Yanks. Ooh, I think we do got orange. I think we does. Jackson Cheerio. Yes, we do. Marco Luciano, 4 out of 25. Beauty of a color match on that orange. Giants going to Scott. 4 out of 25. I said Scott. You know what's kind of funny about that? Scott was the guy that I predicted the 6 oranges to. You got a bunch of Pringles in your house? All right, Brian, I'm on the way. I'm on the way, Brian. My nephews are really big. Really big into Pringles right now. It's kind of strange, but they so we go camping quite a bit, me and my family, and their families now, and the boys love to eat Pringles. And for their birthday a couple weeks back, they totally asked for Pringles so they could have them up at the camper, and my little brother ended up getting them like a 24-pack variety pack of Pringles. I think out of all the presents they opened, I'm pretty sure that was their favorite. Pretty sure that was their favorite present. Oh, they're campers. They're not tents. We're too old for that now. Christian Gonzalez, 334 out of 499. Strohs to Samuel. I like the barbecue ones. The barbecue ones are really good. I like those ones. There you go, Samuel. I'm definitely going to the gas station to get Pringles now. Darn you guys. Oh, man. Randy out of $2.99. Jay Allen. Jay Allen to the Reds out of $2.99. That does it for box 4. Yeah, it's not bad. Like, I still do tent camping when we go to like deep woods camping with some of my buddies. But my parents got a permanent at a campsite roughly half hour from here, so up in Amish country. So they have a permanent up there, and then of course then my 2 older brothers ended up getting permanents up there, so we don't have to worry about setting up the tent or the campers anymore or anything like that. And like I said, my parents are late 60s, early 70s now, and that's too much work for my dad to have to do, is set up the camper every time that we go somewhere. So they just got the permanence now, which means then whenever I go camping, then I just crash on the couch in the camper. But yeah, we still do the tent camping from time to time. We didn't get to go last year because it stormed super bad. We went the year before, and that was right after a tornado went through and knocked a whole bunch of trees down where we go. About 3 weeks before a tornado went through, and we actually had to park the cars about a quarter of a mile away from our campsite on this old backwoods trail, and we carried everything to the campsite over fallen down trees. It was wild. I'm just glad that we weren't back there camping when that tornado came through. We wouldn't have gotten out. No joke, we would not have gotten out for, I guarantee, probably about 6 months. There was no way you could have gotten a car out of there. So I mean, we probably could have gotten out, but the car, if the car did not have a tree fall on top of it, we would not have gotten out for a long time. But when we got back to the campsite, a tree did come down through the campsite, but it didn't fall where we usually set up our tents. So we would have been fine. We would have been crying probably because we thought we were gonna die, but we would have ended up being okay. Polanco to the Pirates. The place where we actually go camping up north was actually in an episode of X-Files. I started watching X-Files about a year ago or so. Just looking for a new show to watch, and I've never watched the X-Files. And I think it was like episode 6 or so. Started off, and it would always tell you where the episode is set, and it said Townsend, Wisconsin, which honestly has a very, very small population. So I thought it was kind of crazy that they picked Townsend, Wisconsin in the first place. But then, now they had an alien setting TV show right where we go camping. Someplace that nobody's ever heard of. Right next to a town called Mountain. Mountain and Townsend. Ooh, is that another orange? We got Logan Cierney out of 150. Uh-oh, orange shimmer. Andre Lara, 22 out of 25. Orange shimmer going to Craig. There you go, Craig. Nice hit. Yeah, I gotta start watching it again, Brian. I really gotta start watching. I really enjoyed it. I think something else came out and it took my attention for a while. Panango for the Cubbies. 3 down, 3 more to go. That's right. We're close. I don't know if Scott's here. I don't know if Scott's checked in yet. If we do hit 6, I'm totally messaging him. I'm totally messaging him. And that does it. Dan! You got a little gold shim-shim. Yeah, I said shim-shim. Gold shim-shim Matt Frazier, 39 out of 50 up in the mid there for you, bud. With a true gold Leover Piguero non-auto. Pringles for everyone. Just as long as you guys save the honey mustard for me, okay? Save the honey mustard for me. I'll settle for the honey barbecue if I must. Shimmeroo. Shimmery sharoo. I like it. I like it a lot, Dan. I started saying shim, and then I think it was Titus said it a couple days later. And he's like, I'm never saying shim ever again. I'm like, you will though. It's catchy. It'll catch on. You'll say it again. This is box number 6, by the way. Alrighty, here we go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Any good Yankees yet? We did get a Oswaldo Cabrera Atomic, non-auto, and Trace Sweeney Invicta, I recall. Other than that, nothing crazy for the Yanks yet. We aren't even halfway through, though, my friend. We're on box number 6, right meow. Plenty of time to go. We are on the hunt for 3 more oranges, though. Vladdy out of $4.99. We are on the hunt for 3 more oranges. Valera Guardians. See the Atomic coming. Kind of cool if that was the that's Henry Davis Atomic. I was just gonna say it'd be kind of cool if that was the auto. Jan Contreras base auto going out to the Reds. Reds going to Tom. There you go, Tom. He was Jan Contreras was in Trinity last year, and speaking of Trinity should be coming out pretty soon here. Supposed to release, I believe it was supposed to release in June. So we should be getting Trinity very shortly. Jorbit Vivas, followed by Fran Eldue. I love Trinity. Moving on to box number 7. Tonight. Why don't you just switch over to quick pitch. Comes the Brewers Bomb Fest. I haven't seen any highlights yet. Oh, Keston hit one? Let's go, Keston! I know. The Brewers had quite the football game score. If only their darn kicker wouldn't have missed 2 extra points. That was the only thing that was bad. Yeah, 19-2. 19-2. Ed Howard on a 250. MLB Tonight needs to work on their highlight game though. 21 total runs scored, and they showed 3 home runs, and we're like, yep, we're done with this highlight. Because he climbed in his crib and the life does happen still during breaks. So I'm hoping that everything turned out all right for you. We're up to 3 oranges. If that means anything. I don't know if you saw the Andre Lara orange auto. But yeah, with the camping story, it was just that we had a crazy storm and a tree fell over and we almost died. It was a Penango Atomic. Sorry, I forgot to say his name. Yoendrick Penango Atomic. I forgot to say his name. We got Noelvi Marte out of 150. Robert Hassel of the Padres. And you got that blue Penango, the blue Ray Wave, I believe. And now you got the Penango Atomic. It'll be all Penangoed out after this one. Oh, so many Penangos, you don't know what to do with them all. Yeah, I was saying that we went camping after a super bad storm, and that happened 3 weeks before, and we ended up having to walk our stuff all the way in because there was so many trees down. And when we got there, there was a tree that came down right through the middle of our campsite. Juan Caracuto to the Mariners. Mariners to Eric. But like where we set up our tent, it wouldn't have got us. But if we would have been back there, we wouldn't have been able to get out for over a month. We could have walked out, obviously, but there was so much damage. So many trees came down. Ellie De La Cruz. So many trees came down. So we could have walked up, but the car would have been stuck back there for well over a month. Oh, now that I think about it, that isn't actually what happened when we went camping that day. We didn't carry all of our stuff back there. We walked all the way back there because we couldn't get through because everything was down. And what we ended up doing was we ended up camping on the road. the trail that went back there. So we ended up camping in this little grassy spot right off the road, and we actually had our campfire on the gravel road. The next morning, we didn't go to bed until probably about 4 in the morning, like you do when you're camping. And I remember waking up to the sound of heavy machinery. Heavy machinery coming down the road, and a lot of people with chainsaws. So we ended up sleeping on the road, and then people came down the road to try to clear out the rest of the trees that had fallen over. So we had to leave. We packed up real quick, and we left, and we went and stayed at a casino that night. But every casino was booked where we were staying. So we were up in Townsend, which is about 3 hours north, probably about 2 hours north of Green Bay, and we actually ended up staying at the casino in Green Bay that night, because that was the closest casino that had vacancy. That's what it was. I just remember waking up my buddy Caleb that morning. He was not feeling very well that next morning. It was quite funny when these guys came rolling down, and I rolled over and I slapped him. I said, "Caleb, we gotta go." And he opened his eyes. Oh, I felt so bad for him. He was not feeling well. He opened his eyes, and I literally thought that he looked at me, and it looked like he had seen a ghost / something he really shouldn't have seen. And he I don't think he helped us clean up very much before we left. I think he went and sat in the car. Too many Pringles, Caleb. That's exactly right. We actually did end up winning at the casino. I think all 3 of us ended up winning at the casino. Dustin Harris on a 125 for the Rangers. Too many Pringles. That is exactly what happened to Caleb. It was perfect, Brian. The right on the shoulder of the trail. We didn't actually have any traffic back there until that morning. Jorge Soler on a 125. We took lemons and we made beef stew out of them, alright? That's what we did with those lemons. We made a delicious beef stew. Little Andy Milonakis reference for you there, if anybody didn't understand that reference. Penango, another atomic for him. Creed Willems, 185 out of 499. The Orioles. Going to Eric. Yeah, definitely out of a bad movie. But you know what? It was fun. And it made for a good story. The over Peguero on a 125 Aqua Shimmer. Oh, I wonder if Caleb's going to be there tomorrow. He just got married not too long ago. You guys ever find it funny when I gotta turn my air back on. You guys ever find it funny when your high school buddies start having families and kids and stuff, and you just look at your buddy and think about some of the dumb stuff they did when they were growing up, and you just say, that guy's a dad. Did you stop eating Pringles? I mean, does anybody ever stop eating Pringles? You look in the mirror and say that in your head sometimes? Or like when Facebook has like the memories for you and you just look back at yourself and just like, come a long way. You've come a long way, Bone, over the last 17 years. What were you thinking making that Facebook status back in 2008? Again, speaking of popping and not stopping, we're due for an orange again. We are due for an orange. We haven't seen one in our last 4 boxes. Box number 9. Come on, oranges. James Wood. Khalil Watson should be right. Not there this time. Ian Lewis threw me off. Joshua Baez first. Yellow Wander Franco. 49 out of 75. Wander Franco, rookie to the Rays for Kenzo. Nice hit, Kenzo. 49 out of 75, Wander rookie. That'll work. That'll work. How about a little Brian Acuna? Let's get one of those. Expecting a big auto in this box. Big auto. Thought we had red. I was like, red ink? Adele Amador out of 199. Going to the Rocks. Khalil Watson Atomic. Nice hit, Fish. There you go, Charlie. Nice Khalil Watson. Redemption. Show me Superfractor Redemption. That's what I want to see. Pull it down. You are due to receive Superfractor Auto. Bowman Chrome Prospect Autograph Base Auto of Colas for the White Sox. There you go, Kenzo. Kenzo cleaning up in that box right there, bud. Hey, yo, Colas and Wander both in that box there, my friend. Francisco Alvarez. There's a Cheerio base. Yeah, that was a great box for you, buddy. 3 boxes to go. It's gonna be a really big hit in one of these last 3 boxes. Big auto, I'm thinking. Big, big, big. How many base autos did we got? 1, 2, 3. So we got 4 base autos now. So usually what I see mostly is usually about 4 base autos. I think the most base autos I've ever seen was 6. I'd love to get 3 more parallel autos. A true blue, a true gold, and a red. Yeah, I would love to see a little Acuna for you here, Katie. I really, really would. White Sox just hit an Oscar Colas there, Corey. Let's get Acuna. Acuna for Katie. Let's go. Maybe the Acuna that I was, or the red that I was talking about is going to be Acuna. Ellie, Rosemar Quintana out of 399 for the Nationals. For Kelvin DeCastro, Blue Jays. We got Kevin Alcantara for the Cubbies, Invicta. Curtis Mead. Robert Haslett at 199. Hyunjin Ryu out of 299. Base auto Alejandro Hidalgo. Angels to Craig. I was wrong on my prediction of the red, true gold, and true blue. There you go, Craig. Alejandro Hidalgo Henry Mendez for the Crew out of 250. With Alejandro PA, 2-color in the same pack? Alright. PA, 19 out of 75. I think we got through a little technicality on that one. Ray's having a great break. Henry Mendez. 250 out of 250. The Crew going to Steven. I've heard good things about him, Brian. I've heard good things about him. I couldn't tell you right off the top of my head. But I've heard a lot of people saying nice things. Him and Curtis Mead seem like two really nice young prospects for the Rays. I got yelled at for putting PA up in the mitt though the other day. Not really yelled at. Not really yelled at. More, I was given a hard time. It was a speckle out of $2.99. Oh, you got him in a player break? I think he's a nice guy to get in a player break. If I got Alejandro PA in a player break, I would not have been upset. You really don't. That's what makes prospecting fun. That's what makes prospecting real fun. Because with these guys, you just never know. Back in 2016, number 5 overall pick was Corey Ray. And look what happened to him with Milwaukee. I don't think the dude's ever hit over 270 at any level that he's been at. I'm pretty sure he's never... I think in AA one time, I think he hit like 264. And that was his highest average that he ever had. Which made me super sad. Because I remember when they drafted Corey Ray and I was all jacked. 5-2 player, he's going to be amazing. Soderstrom out of $2.99. Yeah. Nobody really knew anything about Jack Sawinski, right? Yeah. And do you have, like, did you hit any autos of him, Brian? I think I actually ended up hitting a base auto of him out of a nice Colson Montgomery. Out of a subscription box that I was doing for a little while. Pretty sure I hit a base auto of him, and I think at the time I just put a, pretty sure I just put a sleeve on it and didn't even top load it. I went back and found it. It's top loaded now. I'm like, Christopher Morel for the Cubs. Who wants this guy? Oh, I do now. Let's see, a blue Ray Wave, I think. Speckle Ink. Andre Lara, 66 out of 299. It's our first Speckle auto come out of this case so far. Andre Lara and the Nats to Craig. That's exactly correct, Brian. Exactly correct. I don't know how many Cubs I have in my collection. Nice Colson Montgomery out of 150. Blue Ray Wave, 67 out of 150. How about that? Nice hit. White Sox to Kenzo. That's a great card. I'm trying to think what Cubs cards I have in my collection. I have a 1/1 Ernie Banks from Museum Collection. I have that Christopher Morel. Other than that, I don't think I have very many. Hunter Green out of 125. Yeah, especially like the hobby. The color that comes popping out of the hobby is awesome. I'm just such a sucker for orange. Such a sucker for the oranges. All right. Last box of the break. Let's make good things happen here. Yeah, and especially with that 101 being Ernie Banks, like I love collecting old timer old time cards. So yeah, I know the Ernie Banks isn't vintage, but it's of a vintage ball player. So I remember actually a red or orange would be nasty for an auto. I remember when I hit that card too. When I just first started working for Tom, so pretty much I worked for wax. It's really what I worked for. So I get done breaking for a night, and then I'd go grab something or other. When I had enough bank built up, so I'd go grab whatever. He had one box of museum collection on in his shelf back then, and I grabbed it, and I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna break that, and then I totally hit the 1/1 Ernie Banks out of there, and I texted Tom right away. He's like, "I knew I should have ripped that box." I'm like, "Yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda." Maybe I'll give it to him for Christmas this year. Last box of the break. Good luck, everyone. Red or orange? Emmanuel Rodriguez out of 499 for the Twins. Nice James Wood atomic. That's 3 really nice atomics that we got. Khalil Watson, Colson Montgomery, and now James Wood all in the atomics. Very, very nice. Very nice. We got Maximo Acosta for the Rangers. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Yeah, it's definitely been a very solid case, I must say so. Especially going to be even more solid when we hit that red auto. Show us some sweet color. See a speckle coming. I don't think that's auto speckle though. Khalil Watson, Mikel Escato out of 150, blue auto. I had the true blue auto right. Could it be Ellie? Alejandro Hidalgo. So we double up on Lara and Hidalgo. True blue, 90 out of 150, going to Craig. There you go, Craig. See what this speckle is coming up here. Maybe another auto. Who knows? Ronier Quintero out of 299 for the Cubs. The 2 pitcher autos, or I guess 4 pitcher autos. 4 pitcher autos. Hey now, you're an all-star. Jordan Walker to the Cardinals out of 150. James Wood. Yeah. Pitchers are people too, though. Thank you, Katie. Wish we could have got that Acuna for you. I do. Yeah, people are pitchers too. Or people are pitchers too. Pitchers are people too. All right, Atomics. Are they though? I think so. I'm not a pitcher, so I wouldn't know. I tried pitching one time. It didn't end well. All right, Atomics and Invictas. Taylor, Watson, Kinney, Sweeney, Armstrong, Veen, Arias, Cabrera, Tresh, Polanco, Davis, Martinez, Panango, Hassel, Panango, Perez, Alvarez, DeCastro, Alcantara, Diaz, and Acosta. Appreciate you, Brian. Let's do some color. This will all get top loaded before it gets shipped. Marte, Pete Crow. We got Alcantara, Nolasco, Arozarena, Allen, Cierney, Vladdy, Aldue, Vivas, Howard, Marte, Adolis Garcia, Soler, Peguero, Amador, Quintero, Hassel, Ryu, Soderstrom, Green, Rodriguez, Quintero, and Escato. Maybe lizard people. Hey, they got feelings, though. They got feelings. All right, we got a couple Atomics. Nice, really nice first Bowman Atomics that we got here. James Wood for the Padres, Colson Montgomery, White Sox, and Khalil Watson to the Fish. Then we go into our parallels that we top-loaded. Jordan Walker to the Cardinals, Mendez, True, Dustin Harris on the blue paper out of 125 for the Rangers, Panango to the Cubbies, Davis out of 75 Cubbies, Cabrera to the Tigers out of 50, Mayer, Red Sox, and Uwinski Noel to the Guardians. Autos. We got Alejandro Hidalgo out of 150 to go along with the base for the Angels. We got Creed Willems, 185 out of 499. Karakuto, Mariners. Contreras, Reds, and Adam Macko to the Mariners. Showcase then, little Christian Gonzalez refractor, 334 out of 499. Christian Gonzalez in the Stros, going to Samuel. Martin Jimenez, 394 out of 499 to the Blue Jays. Blue Jays to Andrew. How about some Marco Luciano Orange, 4 out of 25. Nice hit for the Giants to Scott. Rays and the White Sox both going to Kenzo. So we have Shane Baz is 22 out of 25. Oscar Colas, redemption. PA, 19 out of 75. Wander, 49 out of 75. And Colson Montgomery, 67 out of 150 on that Blu-ray wave. Nice break for Kenzo with the White Sox and the Rays. Natties. We got Andre Lara, 22 out of 25 to go with the Andre Lara, 66 out of 299. Nationals to Craig. And our money minute hit of the break. We got 2 golds. 4 out of 50 on the True Gold Pagero to go along with a 39 out of 50 Matt Frazier Gold Shimmer. The Pittsburgh Pirates are going to Dan Desco. Nice break, Dan. And there we have it, my friends. That does it for Bowman for the night. I will be back in about 10 minutes for Chronicles Draft Picks Football. And that will be our last break of the night. So come back, hang out for some Draft Picks Football, and I will see you guys then. Thanks a bunch, Reed. Thanks for hanging out as always, my friend. We'll see you in football, Kenzo. Great break, bud. Great break. All right. Thanks a bunch, everybody. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.